It's time now for the latest in local sports and sports. The region basketball schedule kicked in this past Friday night at home. The Wayne County Yellow Jackets hosted Burke County at the Benny Ratliff Arena. The varsity girls start out 1-0 in region play. They win an exciting 40-38 victory. Girls start out slow but found a way to win in the end. After the game, we talked with head coach Kayla Hobbs.
Coach Kayla Hobbs, big win, 40-38 for the Wayne County girls. First region ball game. That's the way to start the region play.
Yes, sir. We were really prepared for this game, and it was kind of disappointing how we came out. We came out and we got down pretty quick. We got down at the end of the first quarter. We were down 5-11, and we really just didn't execute and do the things that we've been doing well. We've been been relying pretty heavily on our defense this season, and the defense just didn't do a great job tonight. We had some ailments going on, and kind of got the better of us in that first half. We ended up pulling ahead by halftime, 19-11. Just kind of went back and forth. Final score being 40-38. A win's a win. I'm proud of the girls for coming out there in the end and finishing it, but we're just gonna have to get better. We got to get better at doing the things that we know we have to do to be able to beat the good teams. And we got to do those now. That way we can get prepared for when the region tournament comes, and be able to be a contender for the region championship game.
We had some good girls have some good offensive games. Plus they hit the free throws down the stretch. That helped as well.
Yes, huge. Carson Ward, she's been struggling a little bit this season. She had her best game tonight on the season. She had 14 points. She was our leading scorer. She also was our leading rebounder. She, like I said, she's been struggling a little bit, but she really, found herself tonight and hustled through some adversity moments. And just really proud of how she played tonight. Taylor Ward had 9, and Javia Fulmore had her season high 9 points as well. And she's the one that hit those big 2 free throws right there at the end that kind of sealed the win. Lissa Tillman came in off the bench. She's a sophomore. She had 4 points. Mercy White had 3, and Kalasia Cobra, sophomore, she hit a free throw in the fourth quarter. That really helped us. But overall, I was worried about us in the beginning of the season being able to really compete with some of these teams, but as the season's progressed, I see we got the potential and we have the talent to do well in the region. We just got to find ourselves and really do it when the time comes.
Okay, Coach, good luck this week.
Thank you.
Once again, those come as Coach Kayla Hobbs. Again, the girls win 40-38. Varsity boys game goes to Burke County. The final score, Burke 56, Wayne County 43. After the game, we caught up with Coach Ray.
Here, Coach Ray, tough loss, 56-43. Game got away for you in the second half.
Oh, yeah. We came out and we had a bad third quarter and a bad fourth quarter. And in the last 2 games, that have came back to haunt us. We have a good first half, and then the second half, we ain't scoring. We ain't scoring the ball a lot in the second half.
Typical Burke County team, a lot of athletes.
Athletes, scrappy, tall, long. But we just got to get back in the lab and get back to work, and we'll be ready on Tuesday against New Hampshire.
Yeah, you got Tuesday and Friday, I think, on the road. Is that correct?
Yeah, we got Tuesday, we got New Hampstead, and Friday we got Islands.
Right, and then Saturday come home for a non-region game against Liberty.
Yes, sir. Another hard game. So, this time of the year, everybody playing hard, so we just got to meet that intensity.
Okay, Coach, thanks.
All right, thank you for coming.
Once again, those comes Coach Ray. Again, the boys lost 56-43. Scheduled this week, varsity basketball Jackets on the road tomorrow at New Hampstead, on the road this week at the Islands. They'll be home Saturday night for a non-region game against Liberty County High School. NFL playoff picture is set. Before we get to that, the wrestling team was in action over the weekend. They traveled to BC for the region duels. Wayne County defeated the Islands 78-6, lost to BC 42-30. Defeated Burke 42-35 and defeated New Hampstead 42-36. They placed second in the region. Again, our congrats to the wrestling team in the dual meet this past weekend, finished second in region play. NFL playoffs are set for the weekend. Here's the schedule. It begins Saturday in San Francisco as the 49ers have won 10 in a row. Will host Seattle, who got in as the Lions knocked out Green Bay last night. First game Saturday at 4:30. Then Saturday night, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who won the AFC South with that win Saturday night at home against Tennessee. They'll host the LA Chargers 8:15 this Saturday. Had that game for you here in AM 1370. Action continues Sunday at 1 o'clock. The Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Sunday at 4:30, the Giants at the Vikings. And Sunday night, it'll be the Ravens in Cincinnati. Then the game Monday night, the Cowboys taking on Tom Brady in Tampa Bay at Tampa. Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles get the byes and the number 1 seeds into the NFL playoffs. The Recreation Department says that spring registration's underway now until February 17th for T-ball, baseball, softball, and track. Cost is $40 for T-ball, baseball, softball, $30 for track. Summer registration now until May 12th for golf and tennis. That's $30 registration as well. If you need more information, call 427-5915. Again, national championship game set for tonight. Big story is Uga's not making the trip. They state the dog's too old to make the trip, 9-year-old bulldog, so he will stay at home. He did make the trip to the Rose Bowl, but they state the trip would be too much for him, so Uga not making the trip. Well, the story's come to an end as the mailman has arrived in L.A., and unfortunately for us diehard Bulldog fans, this will be Stetson Bennett's final collegiate game he'll play. But what a ride it has been from walk-on quarterback to national champion and Georgia folk hero. The question now is, after tonight's game, where does he go? Some say he'll be drafted by an NFL team. Others say he has other plans. I just wish him the best because as a collegiate player, he has passed every test. Last year at this time, I told you that his story is the greatest sports story, but the national media refused to give the kid hardly any publicity at all. His whole career, he has had doubters and critics, and they all simply want to see him fall. Even his head coach, Kirby Smart, has documented that he told Stetson time and time again, you will not start at quarterback at UGA. But this kid just kept believing and performing and proved to everyone that the mailman can play. And not just play and succeed, but play and lead the Dogs to their first national championship in 41 years. And after that first national title, all the relief for Stetson came out and simply just brought him to tears. After last year, I said publicly, just walk away a hero. Don't give those critics and doubters any more time to criticize you and question you anymore. But thankfully, you didn't listen and you chose the other door. You did come back thanks to NIL, and you pocketed millions of dollars in endorsements and even became a Heisman finalist and were in New York City, and you continue to win and win, and for all your critics, ain't that a pity? Yes, the mailman continues to deliver, and it's been a joy to cheer him on. We're just one win away from back-to-back titles and yelling we're again number one. These 2 years being a diehard Georgia Bulldog fan, well, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks to you, the mailman, the greatest quarterback in Georgia football history, and for anyone with half a brain, it's crystal clear you see. Get ready for the movie, The Mailman Delivers. I'd just like to have copyright for the book because when it's all said and done, we'll all take a look at back-to-back national titles with a kid from South Georgia, a town called Blackshear. He's done nothing but win and cause his opponents fear because he can run, he can pass, he can read defenses and expose them on every play. When the history of Stetson Bennett is written, here's what they will say. The kid was a winner, a class act, a good teammate, a player who simply brought out the best in all. I just wish the legendary Larry Munson was around for the call. Can you hear Munson yelling, the mailman delivers? That quarterback out of Pierce County, the Dogs are number one. Thank you, Stetson, the mailman. Watching you lead our Dogs has been nothing but fun. One game left, the TCU Horned Frogs, Monday night in L.A. The Dogs win again, led by the mailman's play. I've got Georgia winning 35-17. Our defense will play better. Stetson Bennett, the mailman, delivers victory. Simply no letters. Hope you enjoy the game tonight. If you're a Dog fan, I promise you definitely will. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports.